be wanting quite desperately to actually make it to a major. But that's a conversation for another day, as we're here for ESL Challenger League, and the task at hand for ATOX is to take down MIRAI, who seem to have won the first couple of rounds already, but into the first gun round, so that's all good. We don't miss the gun round. That's what we don't want to miss.
Exactly. Apologies for missing those first few rounds, but sometimes what can you do? Things happen. But it looks like ATOX, in this first gun round, have done exactly what they should be doing, and beating the bonus buy, as it's only 7 Nation remaining now with his Mac 10. He's picked up the bomb in spawn, but already they're closing in on his position. We've got Zesta pushing through long and some close mid presence as well. Don't even think there's an upgrade necessarily too close to recover either. You can see a gun glowing through the wall there. That's the only one that you could have grabbed, and MIQ is keeping a close eye on that one. So that is the perfect start to ATOX's CT side.
Phenomenal start, right? They are able to find themselves 2 AKs. They can M4 and an AWP through as well. So upgrades even for ATOX off the back of that one. But in saying that, obviously, MIRAI, they'll have plenty of money into round number 4, and they'll be able to force back in. Only exception really being 7 Nation, who has to roll on with the Deagle, which is a little bit disappointing, I guess, given the fact that he's 5-1. You'd be thinking someone might chuck the AK over, but early days yet.
Oh, nice opening from Isu. Moves. Oh, trigger discipline. That's a nice freebie for MIQ. So that recovers it into a 4v4. I thought for a second that it would be a recovery. And thankfully, there was. Or maybe he'd play trigger discipline even further to get more than just the one. But there was no one else close enough to join up. So back into the 4v4. Limited utility now as well on MIRAI as well. You'll have to go straight for the duels. And right now, that could be working. The youngster I mentioned, 18-year-old Walner, who has already taken down accuracy, and that gives him a man advantage. Now Zesta is in trouble.
Have a look at this call. So ATOX have kind of got 2 players trending over toward that A box. Like Cabal is here. Zesta has avoided the flash, and he can lock down the position behind the box. Cabal able to deny the bomb plant as well. And in the blink of an eye, MIRAI make a unfortunate call to go toward the A site, which was well defended in the grand scheme of things. Now into the 1-on-2 for Walnut. And he's made a lot of noise, so Zesta will know exactly where he's coming from and makes for short work for that round as well. Pretty big win actually for ATOX. 2 guns through, money reset for MIRAI, and ATOX are beginning their campaign now on Ancient.
Yeah, MIRAI seemed to the call to go into A there. Obviously, we have the X-ray. We can make the call as we see it and not as they see it. But yeah, it seemed a little bit rushed in that situation. As soon as you lose that kill to MIQ in cave, it seemed to basically force them elsewhere immediately. They were a bit disconnected when they pushed through. Not this time though, they are together with the pistols, but unfortunately they get split by the utility of ATOX, and Molotov forces a few of them forward. And that is a nice clean up. No damage taken thus far on this CT round either.
That's exactly what you'd want to be seeing. This is exactly the kind of game I was expecting to be seeing as well. I mean, when we came in at a 2-0 for MIRAI, I was like, alright, well, maybe I've underestimated them a little bit, but from what I've seen so far, the way that the rounds have played out and how comfortable actually this has kind of looked for ATOX, I'm wondering how long this series is actually going to last. But 7 Nation has been a brief ray of sunshine for MIRAI. Not so in this round though, and 3-2 is the score, with 5 guns being retained on the CT side. Really the perfect start to the map actually for ATOX. All things understood obviously beyond the pistol, but 3-0 from that point onwards with a lot of money saved through as well. You're in a spot that you'd be pretty happy with.
Indeed. I do wonder, ever since the big update that CS had the other day to sort of reduce the impact of Pika's advantage, whether it is a little bit more of a disadvantage for teams like MIRAI, who maybe are playing on slightly higher ping, of course, in this league. Sometimes swinging with the high ping could be something that helps you out, but just speculation. It is T-side Ancient after all. It's not exactly the hardest T-sided game, but you would still say it's a slightly CT-sided map, getting more even than ever before, but let's see what Dobble can do as he swings from Jaguar. Gets 1 and 2. Doesn't get a reload off and can't fall away though. So Seven Nation will at least grab his M4. Only 7 bullets in the clip though. If he can get a second, it would be really nice. And he catches Cabal off guard, not realizing that that position was open on the rotation. Thankfully, MIQ's got a quick flank and should be able to take him down in the side. I believe he's thrown the M4 out the map, if I'm not mistaken. The CT side cannot recover it. So there's no upgrade for MIQ, but it is a 4th round.
Back. Be one. Yeah, he had one from Cabal. Yeah,
there we
so
go.
he's just able to sneak. I think he actually got it tossed to him by Zester, it might have been, but
yeah.
Either way, able to upgrade that MP9, which is good news, and it was an AK instead of an M4, so all
even
things
better.
Considered, that's what you'd want. Yeah, 4-2 the scoreline though for ATOX. That round got a little bit weird. Cabal, you know, maybe not quite getting the memo that there was a player potentially pushing out of cave, but either way, it will still work out for ATOX. Now we find ourselves with a bona fide gun round for really what feels like kind of the first time. Like, it's taken a little while for MIRAI to get back into the swing of things here.
Yeah. That 2-0 round that MIRAI had was technically their bonus buy after the pistol and conversion from that 10 still. Nice reaction from Burbu. Always so cool to see how Jaguar players play that position differently at the brain. Is obviously one of the best players in the world in that position and has been for a while. And these shots being hit are really lovely from MIQ. He takes another one after that quick fire headshot. Seven Nation will get one himself, and actually Janeka does get one back, but it's all MIQ in that round. Lovely triple.
Yeah, these are good signs definitely for ATOX at the moment. You kind of have at least most of the members firing that you'd want to be seeing firing, like Dobu, MIQ, Zesta. I always look towards those kinds of guys. I think obviously accuracy is the kind of the one that's missing out at this point in time. But for me in particular, I've always kind of had a bit of a highlight on Dobu. I feel like he was one of the most hyped up players in the Mongolian scene, what, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
And I don't know if he necessarily ever really lived up to those expectations, but he has still been someone that has been one of the better performers. And if he's in good form going into that Asia RMR, particularly as a player who's quite experienced and actually quite solid generally on LAN as well, seeing some good stuff from ATOX. Either way, having a good night tonight, and so is MIQ. This is a good start again for ATOX, and it doesn't really look like anything is going to be going right for MIRAI in this one. 5 guns through again for ATOX, and they are making it look easy at the moment.
Yeah, very comfortable ever since the pistol and the conversion for MIRAI. They are unbeaten on the CT side, and the money is getting built up tenfold as well. You already got Zester and accuracy on quintuple digits. And yeah, it's, I think it usually bodes well for a team when they're, you know, playing well, they're leading, they're up 6-2, and the AWPers only had to hit 2 kills, basically, right? So what the rifles are doing their job. The AWPer has needed to change things up or go for too many aggressive picks. And, everything feels comfortable as it looks at the moment. Cabal fighting his way through that smoke in red room. Got 8 assists, 5 kills and 5 deaths in this game. So okay, you don't see too often. A lot of damage. Hasn't necessarily translated into kills, but Dobu has removed ISO already. He's had great success so far, and there's Cabal's frag as Janika pushes up toward red room. Dobu finds another, and just like that, it's 5.
Might be another round where 5 guns get taken through again for ATOX, and that is exactly what will be secured, so they are looking pretty damn wealthy. 7-2 the scoreline, and vast majority of those members now have more than 10k in the back pocket, so this will be a huge uphill battle for MIRAI. Dobu's just testing out his new mouse, I guess.
It's important with the trip he's got coming up, of course, to the Asia RMR in Shanghai. It's going to be a tough one for ATOX. You'd expect the 2 slots that are available for the major itself probably be taken by the likes of Mongols and Invision. Maybe Tyloo could upset, maybe Greyhound. We haven't seen as much lately with Dexter, of course. Could do something. I would say they're definitely in that conversation for one of the 2. ATOX are an underdog, like you said earlier, more of an unexpected team to make it. You'd expect one of those first 4 to be one of the 2.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, actually, given this is a bit of a halfie from MIRAI, I suppose we can go off topic for a second. See what happens here, though.
Unlucky.
Yeah, it looks like it's well held down. But I would actually say I think it's probably 2 of 3 Mongols, Linvision, Greyhound. I'm
Yeah.
not super sold on Tyloo at the moment, personally, and I actually could definitely see ATOX upsetting Tyloo. I think it would be an upset, to be fair, but not something that would be too surprising to me. And here's the new scope. You look at that. You can see the fisheye.
Yeah. Really updated last night. I saw a clip of it, but it's the first time I'm seeing it in the flesh, in a cast or in game. It is pretty cool. I don't dislike that at all,
Looks
to be
nice.
honest.
I don't think I would like it if I was playing, but I actually don't mind it as a viewer. It looks very nice.
Yeah.
So I've heard you can turn it off, but I think you need cheats on for that. So maybe you can't technically turn it off. But either way, Janika not going to be able to get anything done in that one. 8-2 is the score. A little bit more expensive for ATOX than the last couple, but that is really not going to be bothering them, considering Zesta and Accuracy have hit the money cap.
Yeah, that's makes it look way too easy, doesn't it? When you hit the 16k, it's when you know if anyone hits that, that is a domination of a half. It could make it 10-2 as well. Yeah, I mean, you make a good point. We haven't seen much of about the RMR. We haven't seen much of Greyhound at all lately. I really think they could be probably a favourite ahead of Tyloo. Tyloo are a bit of a confusing team to watch at the moment. You don't know when they're going to perform. And talking about performing, Accuracy, he got the run boost to go through the Molotov towards Shelf. Had a chance for a pick, but Amino hits a gorgeous shot, and that's actually his first kill of the game. So that's some way to do it.
Might actually end up being around for them, but Cabal has other ideas. What? He's just pulled this round out of nowhere. He might get the ace, and he will.
Wow.
Cabal just shuts it down, and just when it looks like Mirai might finally get something, there's a round like that.
That's a shame for MIRAI because they got that opening pick beautifully from Amino, and then the decision to immediately push the other four toward A caught out the first call of ATOX, but then Cabal is the insurance policy, and that was some insurance, killing all five. Glorious hold.
Yeah. Get a pause out there for a second, but I'm not sure that it's going to do Mirai all that much good. Got one round left in the half. It's going to be double AWP for ATOX, and obviously whatever they really want. Could go for an auto sniper, could go for a bit of fun here. But they'll be looking for double digits, no doubt. It's in ATOX's best interests, I'm sure, to get this one done cleanly as well. Right. Pretty standard setup from them. Couple of players over toward B lane and some probing in toward mid, but Amino finding the opener once again.
Yeah, Accuracy hasn't had much luck in this game. He hasn't needed, really, to have much luck in this game, but only 2 and 5. First time he went for that peak, he got destroyed. And this time it's MIQ to go down to the wrath of Amino. His first 2 kills of the game have been pretty tasty. But once again, the setup on A, if MIRAI decides to just go back toward A as a fallback option, even with an opening pick, looks like they're going to try and do that again. And they might be going through a smoke again. That might catch Destro off guard, but he gets 2 and a ding. Wow, that's a really nice hold. And now Accuracy can do his work. It's a beautiful triple, and that's 10-2 at the half for ATOX. 10 rounds in a row. Lovely stuff. We'll see if they can finish it off after a quick break.
Well, you can see for yourselves the scoreline, 10-2. It's ATOX looking fantastic here on Ancient, and MIRAI needing to do something to salvage things, but I don't know that they're going to get many opportunities. ATOX playing very quickly in this pistol round are already pretty much into A, and with those 2 kills, they certainly are.
Very clean. I mean, trying his best, but I don't think it's going to happen for him. So MIQ swings to remove him, and Cabal takes the last 11-2 for ATOX. That's 11 in a row, and MIRAI have had no success, sadly, since that opening pistol and conversion. What can you do when ATOX are on form like this? Accuracy has even pulled out a T-side XM. Don't see that too often.
Yeah, I guess that just shows you exactly where this map is sitting, at least as far as ATOX is concerned.
Can't be pulling out the auto snipers even at the end of the last half because they probably don't have them equipped.
No. I mean, where is he even going to go with that? Is he going to go straight into cave? I would assume that's the only place you really could go. Decent flash. It was a team flash onto Zesta. Didn't really seem to cause too many problems though. He didn't ever get one. He actually got the XM. Exactly the biggest of prizes. He's got the bomb as well. So ATOX have A. They've lost the bomb. They're still kind of winning the round at the moment.
It's a nice tag from Janeka there. I believe that was a stereo frag there with the scout tag coming in, an immediate deagle body shot from Seven Nation. And this is a bit of a struggle for Dobu. Hasn't managed to take him down yet, but thankfully Zesta with this advanced position and now with the bomb picked up and planted on B, it should be impossible. But there's the kill I mentioned on Dobu. Unfortunately, you'd have to run through a second smoke here, and with no armor on the scout, I don't think it's going to be very good to jump through that one. Seven Nation has a glimmer of a chance if he would somehow one-dig Zesta through a smoke perhaps, but what do you really do? I mean, the idea is save. It has to be the save. Any smart person would save. But sadly, it feels very much a painful one when you're 11-2 behind.
Yeah, most definitely. A bit of pill to swallow. I'll be damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean, what are you really even saving here? A Mac 10 and a Scout? Eagle and a Molly? It's like... woo!
Pots and pans, as they say.
Prize. Yeah, I don't really know what there is for MIRAI in this one, unfortunately. I think it really just comes down to ATOX getting a bit overzealous, a bit overconfident, and they may just be doing that. 2 P90s, Zesta and Accuracy, the 2 younger players in the roster. Maybe going to get a little ahead of themselves in this round, but I would imagine ATOX is probably going to be able to lock it down anyway.
Let's see. Straight up B rush with the P90s. It looks like it is, and there goes Walner. You won't know what's hit him, and now Zesta's even going back to check Jaguar as well. Does he expect a Mag 7? He doesn't, but he reacts quickly enough for it, and that's a classic Mag 7 doing barely any damage, to be honest. Can either do 110 or 15. Tends to be how it is. MIQ takes Janeka, and it's only 7 Nation remaining. There goes another P90 kill. It's just 7 Nation. He's going to be run down by Cabal, and it's 13 rounds in a row from ATOX to take it 30.